I'm going to riff for a few minutes on a few things that I'm truly perplexed about and a little bit frustrated. Okay, so update on symptoms. I feel like my symptoms have been a little bit better lately, which is yay. However, I'm still obviously in the midst of everything, but yeah, just had some better days here and there, so I'm feeling good about that. But I do have just some other things that, I guess, ailments that have been upticking. These are the ones that are uncomfortable to talk about, that I don't like to talk about, but it's just all digestive things and bloating and cramping and constipation and just overall like pelvic intestinal discomfort. So I don't love talking about that, but it is something that I'm dealing with. So I've always tried to figure out like, okay, what foods cause what, and try to cut them out of my diet. Now I'm thinking of targeting stevia. I don't have a lot of stevia, not too often, maybe a couple times a week. But I've been trying to drink more electrolytes, and the electrolytes that I use have stevia in it. I don't like drinking just the salty water, like it just kind of grosses me out. So I've been doing the electrolyte drinks, which I also feel help me. They almost help me with headaches, they help me with energy, and they help me with not being so dizzy. So I don't want to cut them out, but I also think that the stevia is upsetting, like my intestinal lining or something in my gut. So I want to cut that out. Also, I changed my magnesium to a magnesium citrate, just to help with the digestive issues, like constipation. But that's like a powder that I drink, and that one also has stevia in it. So now I don't know what to do, because I was trying to just kind of start slow, move up, and go from there. But anyway, so I want to get back to something that I'm really frustrated about with my diagnosis of the triple PD. I listened to a lady on YouTube, I won't say her name, that's been pretty helpful. Like she has a lot of people on there who have like success stories and like how they've like overcame 3PD, which I really appreciate and love. A lot of it seems to, I mean, it's always like, okay, well, they just ignored it and then it went away, and they got in touch with their feelings and they realized, like, I guess what their triggers were, or they worked on like past trauma or stressors that they didn't know they had, like that they were feeling in the body but they didn't know they had. So as much as I'm like, okay, I kind of get that, I also am frustrated by that, because I don't feel like I have like this hidden trauma inside of me that I'm suppressing that is keeping me ill. So I don't know what else I can do for that. I did say in my last video that I do learn that I do tend to, I can bottle emotions sometimes or get emotional about things, which is a stressor and ramp up symptoms. So I have acknowledged that, and I have been taking steps to, like, figure that out. But like just random bouts of dizziness, or a movement that I make, or walking into a store, those things I just feel like I have zero control over. So it's like the symptoms are there and I can't get rid of them. Or just waking up one day and I feel terrible. Well, I have a very, very hard time believing or understanding, maybe believing isn't the right word, understanding how that has no relation to food. And I've been on, keto for a long time. So I I fell upon this other specialist that I've heard about before, who also has dealt with triple PD, and she has like a lot of doctors on and different things. Dealt with it herself, is still dealing with it, but has learned like a lot of like different like mitigations and different things for her chronic dizziness and vestibular migraine. She just had an expert on, and he was saying he deals with this condition. So they were talking about a diet that you can follow that will help with dizziness. So I looked up the diet. There was like a link in the description box. I printed it out because I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll do the diet. It can't hurt, right? I've been dealing with this for 2.5 years. Maybe if I follow this diet, I won't be dizzy, or I won't have as much migraines. But then on the flip side, you hear from this other lady that I listen to that diet has nothing to do with it. Well, if you listen to like the GAPS people, the GAPS diet, they say diet has to do with everything. Even like neurological things and different things like that. So like healing your gut will heal everything. So there's a lot of things. I'm having conflicting messages here, and I'm just struggling with it. So I'm going to go over this diet, and then I'm going to go over my frustrations with it, just to be transparent here. Okay, number 1, alcohol. Okay, I don't drink alcohol, so not worried about it. Artificial sweeteners or flavor enhancers. So this is going to include like aspartame and MSG, and I'm sure there's many, many others we can list. However, I don't eat processed food, so this is not something that I need to worry about. With the little caveat that I do once in a while enjoy, I love going out to coffee shops with friends, with my husband. It's kind of my thing. So, but I can't drink coffee. I can't drink caffeine. But I'll do a decaf coffee, or I'll do a decaf latte. Every once in a while, I like to add a little bit of sugar-free, like, sweetener to it, like a sugar-free caramel latte or whatever. Well, that has aspartame. So, I mean, I might do that twice a month, maybe. Maybe not even, maybe once a month. So I wouldn't say it's a huge contributor. But just mindful, I will just stop doing that. It's not like that big of a deal where I'm like, okay, I just can't give that aspartame up. Fine. I will, if I go to a coffee shop and I want to have a latte, I'll just get a regular decaf latte. The next one is avocado. This one frustrates me because I literally eat avocado almost every day on my keto diet. So I will be cutting that out. Beans. I don't eat beans. Caffeine. I don't drink caffeine. Canned soup. Don't have it. Don't really eat anything canned. Tuna once in a while. I'll have canned. Okay, the next one is cheese, buttermilk, or sour cream. Don't do milk, don't do buttermilk. I do eat and use cheese in my food. I pretty much have scrambled eggs with a little bit of cheese on it every single day. Sour cream. So sour cream I don't have too often. However, interesting story, when I was doing the GAPS diet, sour cream was one of the main things that you were supposed to eat to heal your gut, because it's fermented. I mean, you have to make it yourself, and it has to be like really good stuff, but it's like supposed to be all the good bacteria that get into your gut, heal your gut. The bad gut bacteria starts to heal, the good bacteria takes over. That's kind of the premise of that. So I haven't had it in a while, but it's still like, interesting. One diet saying sour cream's really healing, and then this diet saying it's not good for you for dizziness and migraine. Chocolate, cocoa. I don't really ever have chocolate. I might have it once a month, once in a blue moon. My husband and I, for a keto treat, will have we make keto chocolate mousse. So that includes like raw cocoa powder, heavy whipping cream, and stevia monk fruit, or we'll use like allulose or something like that. So if I can't have that now, then I just won't have the chocolate mousse, and that'll be okay. This is going to be a trial thing. Cured aged meats. So this will include ham, bologna, pepperoni, bacon, salami, sausage. I will tell you that I eat probably on a weekly basis bacon, sausage, pepperoni, or salami. I do something called a pepperoni roll or a salami roll, and I'll take it and I'll roll it. I'll put cream cheese in and I'll roll it up, and that'll be my lunch. I'll do a bunch of them, maybe 6 or 8. Eat those, and then I'll have usually an avocado or some olives or some cut up cucumbers, and that will be my quick lunch. I usually try to get organic and non-cured, also nitrate free, but I don't always. But same with the bacon, same with the sausage. So I look at all the ingredients. Although bacon is ridiculously expensive, and I've heard from other carnivore keto people that the sugar that the bacon's cured in is not that big of a game changer. So however, you can get sugar-free bacon and uncured bacon. So if I have to go that route for a while, I will, but right now I'm just probably going to cut it out. Hot dogs, don't really eat hot dogs. However, funny story is I just had 2 hot dogs in the last 2 weeks, which is weird because I never eat hot dogs. But we had a 4th of July party, barbecue. Well, it wasn't really a party. We had a couple people over. So we just had a couple family members over. We made brats, hot dogs, and hamburgers. And I had 1 hot dog. And we get the Hebrew National, so it's the really good brand. Doesn't have any of the bad things in it, to my knowledge. I could be wrong. And then I had we went to a graduation party, and I had a hamburger and a hot dog without a bun at that party. So again, don't really eat hot dogs, but I just thought it was funny that this is on the list, and here I am having 2 hot dogs in the last 2 weeks. The next one is non-white vinegar. So non-white vinegar, yeah, I have it once in a while. Not often. Every once in a while, I will do an avocado, cucumber, tomato, feta salad. I just love it. And then sometimes I'll throw olives in there. It's a really quick salad. I drizzle olive oil on it, put a little bit of salt on there, and then I'll drizzle a little bit of balsamic vinegar on it. So again, something I can avoid for a little bit, not a big deal. It's just frustrating because here I am thinking I'm doing all the right things, and almost everything on this list now. Well, I shouldn't say almost everything, but a lot of things that are kind of staples in my diet are on this list. Nuts, including nut butters. I don't really eat nuts at all. I have noticed that is a trigger for me, not for dizziness, but just for gut inflammation for myself. So I don't really eat nuts. I don't eat peanut butter. I love peanut butter, but I don't eat it. I don't eat almond butter or anything like that. However, once in a blue moon, I'll make a keto dessert. If we're going somewhere, we're having people over, and it will have, generally the flour you use in it is going to be almond flour. So I will have that once in a while. And then also I make these things called, and I'm going to totally butcher the name. It's a chuffel. I don't know. It's like a cheese waffle. So it's like you make it in your waffle maker, and it's cheese, egg, and almond flour. And it's literally a tablespoon of almond flour. And you mix all that up, and you can put seasonings in it if you want, but you don't have to. Sometimes I put chicken in it, like shredded chicken. Like I make it really, really fine, put it in there too, and make that. I just had one of those the other day. But again, I don't do it often, so I just thought that was funny that I had just had almond flour like the other day, and now it's saying don't have it. Pickles, or pickled things, including olives, fermented and marinated foods. So this one really frustrates me because I've heard and read, and this is all in the GAPS diet, is how good fermented foods are for you, and have sauerkraut at every meal. Olives are good, pickles are good, like fermented vegetables are good. So now I'm like, okay, not that I eat pickles and olives fairly regularly. I would say a couple times a week I eat them. They're zero carb, and like olives are really, really good fat. So sometimes I make a pickle bun, which is amazing for a hamburger. It's literally cheese and a pickle, and you put it on parchment paper, and you put it in the oven, you let it get crispy, and then you put it on both sides of your bun or on your burger and eat it like a bun. It's amazing. Do they do that like all the time? No, not really. Maybe once a month, maybe every other, a couple months. But if I'm having a burger, I tend to put I'll eat a pickle alongside it, or get like the, hamburger sliced pickles and eat those as well on top of my burger. The next one is soda. I don't drink soda at all. And the next one is yeast. Yeast as in bread, donuts. I don't eat bread, so not worried about that. Don't eat donuts. Don't eat processed foods at all, so that's fine. But I just thought that was interesting that here I'm running across this diet that could potentially help my symptoms of dizziness. Oh, and another one that was on there, yogurt. Well, I don't eat yogurt often, but it is a nice treat once in a while on a keto diet because you can have that. It's an animal fat. It's a good fat. It's a good protein. Once in a while I have berries, and I'll put my berries in there, and I always put stevia in there because I buy the Greek plain yogurt, or I'll make it. Usually I make it. That was huge when I was doing GAPS diet, making it. And that was supposed to be really, really healing for the gut. So now I'm confused. Like, can I have yogurt? Can I not have yogurt? So here's my commitment and plan. Here's my accountability, my transparency for this diet, for this video. I am going to commit to cutting all of these things on this list out of my diet for 1 month. So I'm going to see if in a month, if cutting these things out of my diet is going to make a difference and a change. I might cut out my decaf coffee in the morning, and I have my little bit of heavy cream in it, and I put my iodine drops in it. But I'm just wondering if maybe even the decaf is affecting me. I've cut it out before. Honestly, I cut it out for 3 months when I was doing GAPS, and I did not notice a difference. So I'm not anticipating that I'm going to notice a difference, but I just thought, well, maybe I'll just try it again for a month. So starting today, July 14th, 2026, I am cutting out the list of food here. Alcohol, artificial sweeteners, and flavor enhancers, avocados, beans, caffeine, canned soup, cheese, buttermilk, sour cream, chocolate, cured and aged meats, hot dogs, non-white vinegars, nuts and nut butters, pickles, soda, and yeast. And I will be doing this for 1 month as a trial to see what my body does. Not only my dizziness and headaches, but hey, maybe even my gut. It'll be an interesting experiment, so I will report back. Thanks for listening.